Hello everybody, my name is Dee and welcome to my Pick a Card Tarot Readings channel and welcome to your soulmate contract reading. And thank you so much for stopping by and spending some time with me today. In this reading, we are going to explore the contract between you and a soulmate in your life. This could be a friend, a family member, or a romantic person. Look at the three different contracts there and decide which one is really calling you, as that one should entail the most information about you and your soulmate. I will start with the first contract. There are timestamps for all of them listed below. Hello, soulmate contract number one. All right, what we're going to do is look at all the energies that are meant to play out between you and the soulmate this lifetime and what they are gaining from you and what you are gaining from them. And we're going to look at a little bit of past life energy as well. So let's get started and see the overall energy and vibe you guys have signed up to work with through each other at this life journey. Okay, so we've got two. What do we have? First one is the moon. All right, so this is going to be like a deep emotional connection, an empathic connection. You're really going to feel this soulmate and they are going to feel you. And now we have Mercury. So you both are going to learn a lot from each other this lifetime. And the majority of that I feel is going to be through the emotional body. So a lot of emotional growth, maturity, and expansion is going to take place within this relationship for you as well as for them. And also with this Mercury energy, they're really going to expand your mind, their interests, their hobbies, what they know is going to be different from you. So you guys really bring a lot to each other's lives, emotionally as well as mentally. But overall, you guys are really going to grow, expand, and mature each other in the emotional body. And this is going to be a very deep connection. You're always going to feel this person, you know, what they're going through emotionally and vice versa, just because of the depth of this connection. And this could be a friend, family member, or a romantic partner. So let's pull some more cards. Now that we've got the moon and Mercury out there, surrender. The energy of surrender supports us to let go, illusionary control, and yield to the flow of love and life. Look at that green. That is heart chakra right there. And next is union. And it says the energy of union activates our ability to unite our outer and inner aspects towards a state of wholeness. And fourth chakra. Oh my gosh, there it is. The heart chakra itself showing up. The energy of the heart chakra supports our inner guidance system, which is governed by our heart and the capacity to love deeply. So you and this person, definitely very activating to the heart space in each other. And something very interesting is, this is card 44, this is card 4. The moon rules Cancer in astrology, and Cancer is the ruler of the 4th house. Okay, so the number 4 or 44, 444 is significant to this connection, but also with that 4 and that 4th house energy, this is like your home base, your family, your roots. So you and this person have a very deep connection for like from the time you meet through the end of your days. All right, and with surrender, this goes back to that emotional growth and expansion. When you meet them and through your experiences, like, you're gonna learn how to become very vulnerable and relinquish any sort of control. Like, you're gonna really come into the flow of life, of like manifestation, and also they bring that to you. There may be a bit of fear-based energy around found love and connection, whether through friendship or, you know, a romance. There could be some fear-based energy when you guys first come into union, first come into knowing each other. But this connection is going to heal that heart chakra and really open you both up. And you both are going to show each other a whole different side of life that neither of you would have ever known without this connection. Like, this is, for romance, like, this is true love. This is a deep soul connection that feels like your home base and goes back to that empathic connection that you guys will always have and share with each other. So let's pull some more cards to expand further on these energies. Adversity, I accept the challenges are the best way to learn. Happiness, I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. And denial, I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Yeah, so here under this heart chakra, there is a bit of that fear-based energy, and it has to do with things of the past. Or you could be somebody who really needs to like be in control of the situations in your life. You may have like a bit of anxiety flying on airplanes, or when somebody else is driving a car and you're riding passenger. It's just you feel very like strong, to me, very strong independent energy. And it's like you usually know best. You usually direct things. You keep a level head. And so you're used to being in control. And in this relationship, there cannot be that like sort of energy trying to control or refusing to like let your guard down is only going to create friction with this person. And it may be like they're going to tear down your wall, or you're going to tear down their wall, or a bit of that happening for each of you, because there's been some things that have happened in the past, some emotional trauma, and we have some walls up. And the two of you, either one of you has a very strong wall up, or both of you do, and that creates friction at first in this connection. And through that friction, because of how deep this connection runs, like immediately, you both are going to work on this, whoever has the wall, because this union, this connection is going to bring you so much happiness. And this denial in the fourth chakra, this is where we are afraid of this connection a little bit, but it's because of what's happened in the past. And I feel this connection is what's going to allow you to open up and trust again. And you're really going to have just like this deep, deep connection with this person where you feel their emotions and their energy, no matter how far away they are from you, and vice versa. And you have the green here in this card showing really strongly. So that to me is heart chakra. And so like the main colors coming through is heart chakra, which is the air chakra, the solar plexus chakra, which is the water chakra, and the throat chakra, which is the ether chakra, because we have a lot of blue, a lot of green, and a lot of orange. So those are like, and look at, we have the Trinity right there. Those are the three chakras you guys are strongest connected at: the heart, the sacral, and the throat. And so the air, the water, and the ether chakra. And being connected at the heart chakra, I mean, that speaks for itself. That's a deep, deep connection of love. Being connected in the sacral chakra, that's all about flow and change. It's the water chakra, which brings us to that surrender energy, as well as being connected to the moon. And then the throat chakra, to me, that is representing just the depth of your communication, but also the communication of your spirits, how you guys will understand each other and feel each other without words. And I don't, even if you have a tendency to really feel people and be connected in deeply, this runs even deeper than any connection of your past. All right, so a lot of happiness is meant to be found and break you both free of like any sort of fear-based energy, emotional baggage of the past that's preventing you from receiving love. So let's pull a card for past life energy and see what comes through there, what we were sharing in past life that's relevant to this life. Spirituality and religion. So that's probably why this connection runs so deep, because in past lifetime you guys walked a very spiritually based journey, or you were both very devoted to the same religion, and the bond is more about soul and spirit than about the physicality, and that energy comes over into this life. That's why the love and the connection runs so deep in both of you, whether this is a friend, family member, or romantic partner. All right, let's pull a card for those of you that this is romantic. Let's see what that energy shows up. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So this connection romantically is going to have really good communication. In fact, your conversations may be one of the highest points, because it's like you guys can talk for hours and hours about everything and nothing at all. Okay. Also through our conversation, it's very expanding to your mind and to their mind. And also with this express your love, this goes back to the heart chakra and the soul, how your spirits really communicate without words. Like you feel their energy and you just know. They feel your energy and they just know. And here it is, strongly being confirmed for those of you where this is a romantic connection and partnership. Princess of Shells, Nine of Roses, which would be the Nine of Wands. I'm sorry, not the... Yeah, the Nine of Wands, sorry. The Hierophant, Tradition, the Five of Roses, Competition, should be the Five of Wands. And we have the King of Roses, the Motivator. Okay. So, with the Hierophant at the center of this read, this is a very strong confirmation of like the depth of this connection. And if you guys like veer off path, the divine will always intervene to like bring you guys back into alignment with each other, because this here with this Nine of Roses, this is meant to go with you like all your life, this connection. And you know, with the Princess of Shells, the Charmer, and then the King of Roses, the Motivator, this is indicating like an age difference for some of you, okay, where one of you is a bit younger than the other, and you know, whether that's a family member, friend, or romance, that's definitely being indicated. And you know, one of you being very emotionally sensitive, could be quite intuitive, maybe even have some spiritual gifts, very understanding, very sweet, very loving. And the other is a very strong personality that likes to always be in motion, likes to always be active, is always doing something, very strong like leader. And this says the Motivator. This is somebody who can lift and elevate anybody, like just knows all the right words to say. It gives really good advice. This person knows when they need to kind of give tough love and when they need to be very, very gentle. Whereas this person is more apt to be gentle no matter what. Like that's just who they are, a very sensitive, gentle, flowing energy that wants everybody to be happy. Like this person, I feel is empathic with everybody, whereas this person is only empathic with this person right here. So one of you, very sensitive, feels all energies. The other of you, only sensitive to the other in this connection. And that's what makes it very special for them. The one who doesn't really have empathic connections with others, but found it with you, or you found it with them. And that's just like how you guys know your soulmates. And no matter like the ups and downs of this connection, you guys are always going to find your way back to center. This is a true soulmate. This is not like, let me throw a bunch of karmic lessons at you. This person, if anything, is to pull you out and up of that heavier energy of those karmic connections. Like, this is meant to be a solid, stable person that you can count on, and they can count on you. And it's safe to love, and it's safe to express self in this relationship, whether again, friend, family member, or romance. Let's pull some more tarot. Ten of Shells, which would be the Ten of Cups. Two of Cups. Princess of Roses. Two of Wings. And the Ace of Gems. Okay, so here with the Ten of Shells and the Two of Shells, you know, this is talking about how this connection, at whatever point it comes into your life, is meant to be with you till the end of your days. And, you know, this does say romance, but if this is a friend or a family member, this is just talking about like how you guys are kindred spirits, and you just get each other and you understand each other, and there's a lot of happiness and emotional fulfillment within this connection. And those of you that this is romance, like, I feel this is your one. This is who you fall in love with in a much deeper way and connect with them deeper than anybody else you romantically loved prior to coming into union with them. This is a very emotionally based connection. And with this Princess of Roses, what I feel is some of you, this may be an indication of like, you met this person when you were younger and you guys just kind of went your separate ways, whether romance or friend, and you reconnect later in life. Or this could be, you know, where this is a family member, romance, or friend, and, you know, we have some sort of falling out here, but you guys will find your way back to each other. That's like you will always come back to center, both of you. And with this Ace of Gems, this would be the Ace of Pentacles. And so to me, this is like the ultimate commitment in romance, like, let's be married. In friendships, this is like they are a true gem in your eyes and you're a true gem in their eyes. Same with family member. Okay, the Ace of Gems, like, you feel incredibly lucky for this connection. They feel incredibly lucky for you. And, you know, heart space again, this is definitely a heart connection as well as a deep soul connection. In romance, there's a lot of passion and chemistry, and also just depending on which one of you is indicated by this King of Roses, this person is really going to push the other into their dreams, into success. Like over here, we could be a bit more timid and apt to hold back and not believe in self. But over here, this person's like, no, let me pull all of the greatness out of you. Let me help propel you into your highest potential, into your highest success and happiness. So like this person, very encouraging, very inspirational, very motivating. And it's going to help this person come out of their shell and believe in themselves much more. And I feel this person is going to bring stability and reason to this person, because they can tend to be a bit ahead of themselves at time, or maybe get a bit controlling. So this energy teaches this one how to soften, how to be more compassionate, how to be more understanding and empathetic to others. So this is a very beautiful connection. I'm not really seeing a whole lot of hard, heavy energy. Five of Roses, which would be the Five of Wands, and the Two of Swords, competition and balance. And to me, this is just really talking about the fear-based energy that one or both of you have initially coming into this connection or this union because of past relationships. But this is meant to be beautiful, loving, supportive, very expanding, empathetic connection. You feel them, they feel you, very heart-centered, the two of you, and it's meant to be a union for like all of your days. All right, let's let's pull another message. Here's your artwork. And it says, every challenge provides an opportunity to discover a deeper meaning to life. Each challenge can be a gateway to something greater. Use your intuitive and creative powers. Many solutions exist. Move beyond fear and you'll discover that there is no limits apart from the limits that we place on ourselves. And this is what you guys do for each other. This is the energy that you bring to each other. This, I mean, look at these two trees, and then there's this rainbow and the sun. This is not a relationship that's meant to like hurt you over and over. It's not to say that there will never be any fights, any challenges in this connection, but it's meant to be much more stable and loving and balanced and secure than not. Whereas many connections, I feel, prior to this one, whether friendship or romance, it's not like that. This is a game changer type of connection, soulmate contract. Like your contract with this person is for you guys to bring each other back to a place of love, and to bring a lot of healing and expansion to each other, and to have a lot of fun in this connection and bring happiness. And you know, when you guys are feeling very challenged and kind of just at each other, that's just the indication that you guys are about to you know, grow and expand into a new version of yourselves in this connection. So just know, like, that's what's going on. This is not a connection that I feel is meant to really fall away. If it does, like if this is a friend or romance that you meet and we have a fight and argument, it's like we're only going to stop talking to each other for a couple of days or a couple of weeks at most. This is not somebody who can stay away from you, and you can't stay away from them either. So if we have a fight or falling out and we're not talking for a couple of days, it quickly passes. Some of you, I do feel like this is somebody you meet early in life, and it's just like life takes you separate ways because you know, you're growing up, and life brings you back together. And when we're brought back together, you know, there's no getting in between this connection. If this is a friend, like this is your best friend. If this is a romance, this is the one that you marry or the one that you end up with for the rest of your days. If this is a family member, this is somebody who you really admire and love and feel close to early in life, all the way, you know, until one of you transitions. Like this is just a very beautiful, loving, supportive relationship, and the contract is to grow each other emotionally as well as mentally, like in the consciousness, but not through all these crazy heavy lessons, more through like unconditional love and the safety of being able to be totally vulnerable and real and raw. And also I see where you guys will call each other out you know, and that's why we might fight a few times. Like, you guys will call each other out. It's not like either one of you is going to sit there and tolerate crappy behavior from the other. And when you feel this connection really getting out of center, I feel like you both snap back because you realize this relationship is always worth preserving no matter what, because of the depth of it and the closeness of it. And, you know, past lifetime has been focused on walking in the light with each other. And so that spills over into this lifetime, where you guys bring more light to each other than you bring darkness. Like, you are this safe haven to each other from, you know, the crazy of the world. This is a very beautiful soulmate connection. And the contract that you guys signed up for is not a heavy one at all. It's like, you are my home base. You are my safe space. All right, what do we have? Embrace the balance between earth and spirit. Yeah, so this coming out is talking about you guys. Like, spiritually, you are just intertwined so deeply, and it really manifests in the physical world. Like, when you guys are in alignment and you're vibing, your life is just so beautiful for both of you. You bring each other so much happiness and joy, and this is special. You know, not everybody has this type of soulmate where it's just like, this is truly meant to be love, understanding, more than, you know, fighting, frustration, adversity. It's not meant to be that. It's meant to be love, very heart-centered, very heart-based connection, the way you experience each other this lifetime. So those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello, soul contract number 2. What we're going to do is look at the energies that is written in the contract between your soul and another soul, whether it's a friend, family member, or romantic soulmate to you. We're going to look at what's written there, the highs, the lows, the lessons, the joys, all of it. So let's pull an energy to see the overall energy that guides this soulmate connection for you this lifetime. Oh, okay, so you've got the moon. This is definitely a soulmate that you are going to have a very deep emotional tie, bond, connection to. So much so that you will feel them empathically and they will feel you empathically. The first contract got this card along with Mercury, so if you were torn between the first or the second, you chose correctly. This is a very deep emotional connection. That is what is written in your contract. That is how you two are supposed to experience each other. This life journey is more in the emotional body than anything else. So let's pull some cards and see how this plays out, how this manifests for you guys. So we have integrity, and this says, the energy of integrity supports our choice to be consistently truthful and honest while being guided by high moral standards. So there is a lot of honesty and truth in this connection, or this soulmate is going to bring you to the light, to the truth. You're going to bring them to the light, to the truth about something, this life journey. And now we have joy, and this says, the energy of joy activates our feelings of happiness and well-being and supports a high vibrational frequency in our being. So a lot of joy meant to come in to this connection. And third chakra. The energy of the solar plexus chakra helps us to realize who we are and who we want to be, so we can set a course towards our goals. Now, the third chakra is the water chakra. And the moon here is water energy, right? The emotions, but also Cancer is ruled by the moon in the zodiac. and Cancer rules the fourth house. So with this energy of the sacral, the water chakra, and this fourth house, this is a connection that is your roots, is your home base, brings a lot of stability into your life. It's something that you can count on for honesty. When you're down, this person wants you to be happy again. This person wants you to achieve your highest potential and your goals. They feel you empathically and emotionally as you feel them empathically and emotionally. Like, you guys don't even need to share words sometimes. All right, if this is a romantic connection, not only do you have this like intense, deep emotional connection, you guys have a lot of passion and chemistry in the physical realm as well. So let's pull some more cards and go deeper into these energies. Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. And I find it interesting, like here we picked up on the honesty, but here we have honesty again, and the honesty in this connection brings you a lot of joy. You can trust. And now we have growth, and it says, I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. And this is coming out under the third chakra, and the third chakra is orange, and this card has a lot of orange and blue in it. So this soulmate is meant to activate your soul, I got tongue-tied. Your soulmate is meant to activate your third chakra. And that's when you're really going to grow in that space. So any natural talent or ability, gift that you have, this person is really going to push you to expand into your full potential of that gift, talent, or ability. This person, it feels very strong, like their energy feels very strong and maybe even a little dominating at times. And they may not be one to ask for help when they really need it, but their intention for you is always good, and it always comes from a place of honesty within themselves. So what they're doing or what they're saying to you at any given time, it feels like the truth inside of them. There's no like malicious or negative intentions from them. Just know that whenever they speak to you, what they say, what they do, that is the truth for them, and vice versa. Like, all you say and all you do comes from a place of truth within you, regardless of how others perceive. You're not acting from a place of ill intention with a soulmate, and you both are going to grow quite a bit emotionally. Also with the sacral chakra, we see that with the moon, and here a lot of honesty, we see that twice as well. And with this pride, I feel like you both struggle, I feel, with like control or letting people in. But this connection, because automatically there's like this deep empathic bond, you guys break down each other's walls. And man, this reading is very similar to the first read. Quite interesting. All right, let's pull some past life energy and see what comes through and how that is playing into the life journey that you and this soulmate have now. Okay, so we have the father energy. Some of you, this legitimately could be like your father, your grandfather, your brother, or your mother if she was a very strong, independent woman. Okay, that's their role coming into this lifetime. And if it's not that, this means that you both are very, very protective of each other. And one of you does seem to have more of a dominating, kind of controlling energy. And that's what that's about as well. But it all comes from a very good place. So in past life, You guys were very protective of each other. Okay, and that comes over into this life. So this person is somebody very significant to you as a family member. Again, this would be like your father, your grandfather, maybe an uncle, a brother. And if it's a feminine, this is a very strong, independent, feminine matriarch, like your mom, your grandma, your aunt. Okay, very strong, strong woman. This life, if this is a friend, like this is your best friend and probably somebody you consider to be the most strong person that you know. If this is romance, I feel this person is very protective, maybe a little dominating, or you are like one of you holds that role quite strongly. So beautiful energy from past life coming in, like this protector, guardian type of energy, regardless of how this connection is playing out this lifetime. Like it's a protector, guardian, provider. I want to keep you safe. It's very beautiful, that. All right, for those of you where this is romance, soulmate, let's pull a card to look specifically at that energy. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help to bring you together. So this speaking to the aspect of romance, for those of you that this is a romantic soulmate contract, this here would be like, this is your one. This is your true love. This is who you are supposed to be with. And the moon, the empathic connection that you guys will share with each other, you will not have with anybody else. Even if one or both of you is very empathic just by nature, the depth in which you feel each other is unique to this connection. It's written in your soul contract for it to be that way, so that once it's established, we're never going to leave it. Okay, so for romance, this is definitely like the one that you are meant to be with forever after, once you come into union this lifetime. So let's pull some tarot and look deeper into all of it, whether friend, family member, or romantic soulmate. Right, Ace of Cups, and look at that, love. Ace of Wings, which is the Ace of Swords, triumph. The World. Five of Cups. And King of Gems, which would be the King of Pentacles. See, there's that very strong masculine energy again, whether male or female, very strong. I feel if this is like a friend or a family member, this is the person you go to when you are sad, when you are down, when life is tough or challenging, like that you can count on this soulmate to always, always be honest with you and always lead you on the right path. And here with the Ace of Shells and the Ace of Wings, like that's where I'm always going to come from, a place of truth, the truth as I see it, and you offer that to them as well. Like this is written in your contract, your soul contract, to have this depth of honesty and truth, so that you both can always be emotionally vulnerable with each other. And I just see this person being the remedy when the world is too hard on you. It's like they protect you, they give you the advice, the guidance, the comfort, the understanding, the love that you need. And if this is romance, this is a very solid connection. And I feel it comes after you both have been through some very disappointing romantic connections. Absolutely. And when you guys come together, you know, we have the aces to the world. It's like this is the one till the end of your days. and they're very protective of you. You are very protective of them, and I feel you guys are coming through as the aces. One of you, the Ace of Cups, one of you, the Ace of Wings. And, you know, what this means is one of you is very emotionally based and one of you is very mentally based. So one of you perceives and experiences the world through your emotional lens, and the other of you perceives and experiences the world, you know, through the mind, is very analytical, more so than like feeling things. They think things, like that's how they come to their conclusions. So that could be you or that could be them. You know, this represent the two of you, and starting like showing as the aces and then the world sitting next to that. You guys are meant to have many seasons with each other this life journey. That's what's written into your soul contract with each other. And you know, any sort of fight or argument that you have with this person, I feel is going to be very short-lived, just because of how deep this connection runs. And you guys just feel like you're at home with each other, whether family, friend, romance. Like, you truly feel like this is your home base, and they feel that too. And that's how this relationship was meant to be this lifetime. Like, that's how you guys wrote it into your soul contract. So let's pull some more tarot. 10 of Wands, Prince of Gems, 4 of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Sun. Yes, this soul contract is all about love and connection and comfort and truth and honesty. And it's like no matter what happens in life, you can always count on this person to be there for you, to have your back, and to make things feel better, and vice versa. Like, you wrote that in your contract. And like here with the Sun, if this is like, you know, that parental figure in your life, like, you were the sun in their sky, like once you came into this world. And when you were young, you looked up at this person like they were the sun in the sky. You have a very special soul bond from many lifetimes. And, you know, those of you where this is a friend, soulmate, this energy, again, is where like you can just tell them anything and everything, and they love you unconditionally, and they'll always be there, and you can always count on them. And you know, you can even count on them to call you to the carpet when you're not making the best choices or you're really screwing up. Like, they'll call you out, and you know they're always coming from a place of love, and vice versa. And you know, for romance, what I feel about this is you both go through some pretty heavy romantic partnerships that are filled with quite a bit of challenges. And so when we come together, I see you both being quite independent, but because of what you've been through in romance, what they've been through in romance, it really grew you and developed both of you in such a way that when you come together, it's not about like all these soul lessons. The growth here is like growth through healing, growth through understanding, growth through reaching your highest potential. Like, this relationship, this soulmate connection is meant for you as a tool to push you to your highest success, and a tool to push them to their highest success. All right. And the way that you guys give that to each other is different, but that's what's written in this contract with this energy paired up. Like, I will push you to your greatest, and you know, you said I too will push you to your greatest. I will, bring so much and activate you in such a way, it will illuminate your mind in a way nobody else does. Okay, so this soulmate contract is definitely somebody very significant in your life. If this is a family member, like all of your days until one of you transitions, very, very close. If this is a friend, from the moment that you meet, like your kindred spirits, your best friends, till the end of your days. If this is romance, it's like once you meet, that's who you're with. Because with calling in the soulmate, that's also talking about how, there is a bit of disappointment and sadness in the relationships that lead up to this one. And so I feel this person comes, later 20s, 30s, or beyond in your life is when this person is meant to arrive, because I see you both being quite mature and grown, through this King of Gems energy, like you, and being very independent and both being able to handle your business. And with the pride, that goes back to where I don't think either one of you asks for help as often as you need it or open up as much as you should. And so, when you guys come together and you meet, that's your safe haven, that's your home base, and you're going to be able to open up and share with them things that you've never told anybody, and vice versa. This is a soul contract of love, of strength, of growth, of empowerment. It's not a contract of let me put you through a lot of bad, terrible experiences. Like it's not here at all. Like this is a very beautiful, loving, high vibrational contract that the two of you guys are sharing for this lifetime at the soul level. And if for family, if this is a family member, like there's probably friends in your life that are jealous of the closeness you have with this family member. If this is a friend, like this is the kind of best friendship that everybody dreams of. Absolutely. Romance, this is like relationship goals type of connection, because the honesty is so real. Like you guys cannot betray each other. Like you can't lie. And also because we have this empathic connection, you can't lie. And now I just see this in a different way. The Ace of Shells, the Ace of Wings, where not only do we have this empathic connection, but we also have this telepathic connection. You guys can really read each other's minds, hearts, and energy. Like there can be no secrets here, because you're an open book to each other, whether you're trying to hide or not. Like it's just in your contract. It's like they have a key to open a door that nobody else does, and same for you. So you can't hide from them, they can't hide from you. This relationship is built on honesty and transparency, and because of that, and knowing that it brings so much happiness and joy to you as well as to them. And this is a solid foundation for both of you. All right, let's pull another card. This is the artwork. And it says, "Do not discount your imagination, for it has great power. Amazing things will unfold for you if you pay attention to your imagination. Respect and honor it, for just below the surface of this seemingly real world, there exists a dreamlike world full of imagination. What you imagine is not fiction. Very often it can be the beginning of a wonderful new creation." And that is so beautiful and perfect for that energy, where I feel that they push you and inspire you into your greatness for your, natural abilities, talents, and gifts, or even your dreams, and vice versa. Like you guys wrote that into your contract with each other. And you know, you see the sun here, and you got the sun here. That's illumination, that's activation. And you got the, you know, solar plexus, the sacral chakra right here. And I was like calling it the solar plexus earlier. It's the water chakra, second chakra, or yeah, that is the solar plexus. Sorry, third chakra, solar plexus, the power. All right, and this is where we push each other. But there's also, you know, the solar plexus, or the sacral. Goodness, sorry, the sacral coming through, where there's that flow, that emotional connection and bond where you empathetically feel each other. Okay, and then here, you know, the solar plexus pushing you to your highest potential, you pushing them to their highest potential. So all this like orange and yellow, and you've got the orange there, you got yellow here, and then the yellow and the king of gems, the prince of gems, and then the sun. That's the sacral and the solar plexus. All right, the water chakra and the fire chakra, and they're working together, and they're in perfect balance and flow in a romantic union. Okay, and then in like a friend connection or a family connection, obviously you guys have a different emotion for somebody who's a family member or friend, but they help really keep your divine feminine, your divine masculine energy in balance, your sacral and your solar plexus. And you know, because I'm like was stumbling on that, I swear to you, I was seeing that as the sacral the whole time. Even when I third chakra and read the message, I'm like, well, that's interesting. The sacral's, you know, that's more of the solar plexus, and I don't know why. I was just seeing that as the sacral chakra this whole time, and you know, it's the solar plexus, but we do have the orange. So this to me is like the balance of the two of those chakras, and this friend is always going to keep you in balance, on point. So when you're feeling low, they're gonna, you know, boost you up and talk you up and make you feel good about yourself. Same thing with the family member. Romance, like this person really is going to boost you when you're low, and is going to inspire you to pursue your dreams or grow in natural talent and ability, and you do the same for them. Like this person is your greatest fan, your biggest cheerleader, and vice versa, you to them. That's how you wrote this contract with each other, to always be there to protect, you know, in that third chakra, like that goes back to that protection energy as well. So this is a very special soulmate contract that you have with this person. And, you know, because we do have the King of Gems and the Prince of Gems, I feel for some of you, this is that confirmation that you need, that like this is a family member. Not for all of you, obviously, but because they're the same suit, and this is like the parent and the child. And so, you know, somebody you really looked up to it or admired, that's a family member or mentor type energy. Like, here's that confirmation of that for those of you that are resonating. And, you know, it may be like you came to this contract thinking of somebody else. And as I'm doing the reading, it made you think of like this family member, and this is your confirmation, like that this is the contract of that family member. And Spirit wants you to know that about this person, so that you better understand your relationship with this family member. And it could be like you are the outcast, or they are the outcast of the family, but you guys get along really well. And that's why, because you guys have a much different contract with each other. So if this is like your mother or father, it could be where you guys have an amazing connection, but like your sibling doesn't get along with them at all. Okay, it could be a dynamic like that as well. But overall, this is not a soulmate contract that's meant to bring these deep lessons through challenge and pain. Like, this is a contract that is meant to bring growth and love through honesty and true and pure intention. All right, let's pull one final message. Okay, this is really weird. Like, I've never gotten a message like this before. Like, I was led back to this sacral and solar plexus. I feel there are, like, at least one of you out there watching this where either you are trans or this soulmate is trans. And that's what that's about. Like, there was a change. There was a change going from, like, the feminine to the masculine, or from the masculine to the feminine. So that is a very, very special, like, confirmation from spirit for you. And never in any reading I've done in all my days has something like that came through. And I think that's really neat. Like, I've never seen that energy in a read, and it's like right there. That's why I was like seeing it in two different ways, because there is like somebody out there that needs to hear that, needs that confirmation of that. So there you go, just a little special message from spirit just to you. All right, we have meditation to see more clearly. Close your eyes. And this is like that energy that this connection brings to you, okay? And you bring to this person, like, you guys are each other's home base, safe space. And now we have solar plexus chakra shine. You are made of stardust, so keep sparkling. See, biggest fan, greatest cheerleader, and abundance. The world is abundant when you choose to see it that way. This relationship, this soul contract is truly intended to really bring a lot of empowerment to both of you and to grow into your highest potential. And it's nothing but love, honesty, and truth here. So those are your messages for the second soul contract. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello, contract number 3. Let's get right in to your reading and see what the contract is between you and your soulmate, whether it's a friend, family member, or romance. We're going to look at the strengths, the weaknesses, the lessons, the journey that you guys signed up for. So let's see what comes through. We're going to pull a planetary influence to guide us, the strongest energy that connects you. Oh, okay. So this is a very, very spiritual experience and connection that you guys signed up for with each other, with Vesta, the goddess within, your sacred spiritual center, and quiet dignity. So overall, and you know, some of you with that spirit was like twin flame. Some of you are coming for your twin flame, like that's why you are watching this reading and chose this third contract, because the first and second contract definitely spoke of like a deep emotional love and connection between the soulmates, but I did not get that twin flame vibe at all. So this one, those of you that align to that, yes, this could definitely be talking about a twin flame soul contract for this particular life journey. For others of you, if this is like a family member or a friend, they are like their religion or their spiritual belief system is strong in them, and same goes for you. Even if you're somebody who maybe doesn't believe in God at all, like you might be atheist, or you're just a very free spirit, like it's the extreme. So if it's like, I don't believe in anything, we're here and then we die, and then others of you, you know, are more spiritually based, like there's no real religion that you practice or follow, just very free spirited. Or if we are religious, very, very devoted and true to those religious beliefs, okay? That's the energy of you and this person. It's like you're going to connect at the soul. that's where you will feel them the most. That's where they will feel you the most. And this soulmate is meant to bring forth major like activation, soul awakening in you this life journey, as well as you in them. So let's pull some more cards. I feel there's a lot of lessons attached to this particular soulmate, because it's so like deeply spiritual, which means you guys want a lot of evolution and growth this life journey through your connection with each other. All right, so we have presence. The energy of presence supports our ability to focus our full attention and stay in the here and now. Transformation. The energy of transformation supports our ability to gracefully through times of transition, allowing the old to make room for the new. So yeah, this person is definitely going to activate you and spiritually awaken you, and you are going to do the same for them. And now we have honesty, and this says the energy of honesty supports our choice to be courageous, truthful, and genuine with kindness and tact. So this is 32, this is 23, so presence and honesty are marrying each other, and that would be a 5, that's a 5. You know, challenge and change is part of this relationship, because that challenge and change brings forth great transformation for both of you. And through this, like written in your soul contract, is the experiences that you guys share is pushing you both to become your most your most genuine, honest, pure person that you can be in this journey. And Anawin was honest and genuine. I don't know why I was saying it together like that, but Anawin, there you go, honest and genuine all in one. That's what you really activate in each other through the different experiences. And so sometimes there has to be some lies and deception to transform and awaken into the truth, the light, and the honesty. Okay, so I do feel a bit of heaviness in like the different lessons and experiences that you guys signed up for, but it's major transformational energy for you guys. There is going to be no other connection in your life that touches you deeper, cracks you open wider, makes you strive to like change and evolve and transform more than this person. And same goes for you and to them, like all in which they bring to you, you also bring to them. So let's pull some more cards. You got honesty twice. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. And grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Okay, so in the soul journey lesson cards, it's exactly what we've already picked up on. Like, there is some heaviness with this grief, okay? But as this grief and pain transforms into wisdom and understanding, you will be in a place of gratitude for this soulmate connection and the way it all has played out between the two of you. And no matter any sort of dishonesty, betrayal, lies, things hidden in this connection, there comes a point where you guys will transform beyond that energy, and it will be a connection of nothing but utter honesty. It's like what's written in your contract is you go through these different challenges and experiences with each other to fully activate like consciousness. And when consciousness is fully activated, there is no deception, there is no dishonesty, there is no betrayal. So essentially, this connection is going to make you see yourself in a whole new perspective, and your soulmate is going to see themselves from a whole new perspective because of what you guys share and activate and inspire in the other. And no matter how this connection plays out, you will come to a place of gratitude. And no matter how badly it hurts at times, you will transform out of that energy. And with presence, another lesson that you guys signed up for is learning how to be in the now. So if this is a soulmate, if this is your twin flame, I do believe that you guys will experience a period of separation from each other, okay? If this is like a best friend, you guys will definitely go through periods where you may have a falling out and not speak for a while. And same if it's a family member, like that is part of this soul contract, because through that distance, there's activation and awakening that takes place. And because I do see like that separated energy at different points in your connection, that's causing you to be present and not hold on to the past, because anytime you and this person separate, there's going to be a lot of transformation that happens in both of you. So when you come back together, you're different versions of yourself and have a different experience with each other. So this is not like we're going to repeat the same experiences over and over. I mean, there may be a few that kind of plays out, but it's more like something happens, we have some space, and we evolve and we grow and we realize, and you know, that's part of the journey for a while. And then it comes to this point where you both are fully awakened and aware, and you're fully transformed. And that's when we come back together in this true, pure, honest, and genuine energy. And you are filled with gratitude for the path that led to this point in this soulmate connection. It's like, it's a lot of hard work, but the payoff is phenomenal. All right. It's like you guys will get on the same page at some point. And it's not to say that this is just a really hard, heavy relationship all the time. There's a lot of happiness here. There is a connection at the soul like nobody else. You will never feel this for another. They will never feel it for another. Okay. Friend, family, or romance. This is a very unique connection in the way it's meant to manifest in this life journey. And that's why this will always be like your best friend forever, always. Even in times of separation, like nobody could take this person's place, and same goes for you. If this is a family member, it's that same thing as the best friend, and same for like twin flame. All right. Nobody can replace you for them, and nobody can replace them for you. And it's through the challenge of like separation and some struggle within the connection that you both very much expand, evolve, and grow in consciousness, in spirit. And after, like, it's only meant to be like a certain point of your journey with each other that you have this like turbulence. You eventually overcome that, and you are in that really pure place, and you will realize how you guys built this energy of this total honesty through all the challenges and mistakes and setbacks of the past. Like, you're gonna have an appreciation for your journey with the soulmate, and no greater connection in your life. Oh my gosh. All right, let's pull a past life energy and see how that plays into the now. Medicine woman or medicine man. So you both were definitely healers in your past life in some capacity, and that could spill over into this life. Like, you both could be in the medical field somehow, some way, or like in the health and fitness field. that energy is all about healing and caring for others. So that's a nature of both of you. And also, some of you, this could be where you and this soulmate, you are both highly evolved souls, and you get in and understand each other. Like, you can talk about things with each other that you don't talk about with just anybody, because there's this higher level of spirituality, growth, maturity, expansion about the two of you, and you can share that with each other. But you're both healers in some capacity, and so that leads me to believe that you're also empaths. Okay, and life can get hard for empaths, right? They take on a lot of other emotions and grief and problems from others. So you both may struggle with that in other connections, like taking on and then coming together, where you're trying to take on each other's energy. But again, you will eventually like evolve beyond that. Like, you're going to grow and learn so much about like the challenges of connection, and you're going to transform and like just beyond. So no matter where you're at with this soulmate, don't lose heart. Like, this relationship will always find its way back. You guys will always find a way to heal, but also that healing energy from past life comes into this life. So you're both healers in some capacity. So let's pull a card to look specifically at those of you where this is that twin flame energy. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Okay, so twin flames, this is what all this challenge and struggle is about, and why you both will activate and awaken the sleeping soul in the other. And through that process, it brings each other a lot of healing, even though some of the experiences will bring forth challenge and pain. It's ultimately to bring healing and, you know, evolution and major transformation. And because of the connection with this person, and it just feels so strong and deep, you guys may have a capacity to like, when we're together, you guys might be a little bit controlling with each other, or it's like you guys never leave each other's side. And so then when we're apart, it's really hard, and it's almost like a withdrawal for both of you. Okay. But that, through that energy, just understand, like, you're transforming, and you're going to balance it out to where this is an interdependent relationship that is built on nothing but truth, light, honesty, unconditional love. Like, that's what you guys want to achieve with each other, is get to that place of unconditional love. And it takes a lot to build that energy for anybody, but you guys are like more advanced souls coming through. And so I feel like you guys signed up for some heavier challenges through each other, but you'll ultimately overcome it and have such a beautiful, deep bond and love. And this is that twin flame energy. And there will be no codependency. Like, you guys will exist in this beautiful wholeness of boundary, yet no boundary. Very interesting. Like, there's just such a respect for each other. Like, you guys will evolve to that, where there's nothing but like respect, admiration, and love for each other. And that's the energy that you will build on for the rest of your days with each other. And also with this medicine man, medicine woman, I feel there is no better healing to your soul than the arms of this person, or for them, your arms. Like, there is, you guys have something special. Like, I almost can't even grasp what this is. So let's pull some more cards. The Devil, the Magician, Princess of Shells, Five of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. Okay, so that High Priestess is all about that empathic soul connection that you guys have going on with each other. There it is. But here it is, like the Devil. Like that's the energy you guys are starting with. Like that's the energy that you guys are working with. And that's why it felt like, you know, a bit challenging and heavy. But you guys come into this Magician energy ultimately, where through the challenge that you experience, and you know, maybe for some of you, it's not the challenge in the relationship itself. Maybe it's external challenges and you guys just face a lot of storms together. But it's like the Devil, there's intensity, there's challenge, there's pain. And through that, you transform into this Magician energy where now it feels magical. It feels out of this world. It feels unlike anything else. So there's a beautiful transition that's meant to happen. And then we have the Romantic. So if this is the twin flame, you know, this is where you both, after this process, you know, moving into that Magician energy, this is what we are now. A true romantic love that's tender, that's sweet, that's romantic and fluffy, but very grounding and spiritual at the same time. Okay, so friend or family soulmate, you guys will eventually get on the same page with each other. Like you'll never be able to leave each other forever. I do see like a lot of fighting and stuff, but you guys will eventually get on the same page as well. And it's like somebody is always going to apologize and take accountability for, you know, rejection, lies, anything like that. And the High Priestess, to me, that's where there comes a point where nothing is hidden from each other. You guys have created that type of relationship with each other because of everything that you've been through, where there's nothing hidden. Even if this is your twin flame, like this is still your best friend, your person, the one you could tell anything and everything to, the person who tells you anything and everything. But it takes time to build that. And when you guys finally are like in that groove, in that beautiful flow, people are going to be jealous of you and the love that you guys have for each other. And you're going to be like, oh no, we worked for this. We created this. We made this happen. And it wasn't easy, you know, but ultimately with this gratitude, you will come into this energy about this relationship and all that it goes through. And same with a friend or family member. No matter what, it's just like the tie never severs. Never. No matter how angry, how frustrated, the tie will never sever with this soulmate. It's written in your contract. You guys decided, let me challenge you a lot. Because through that challenge, it's going to, you know, activate you to grow the most and evolve the most. And you both desired that. And there's a period of beautiful reward and payoff. It's not like this whole life of just challenge with each other. No, you transform out of that and come into this beautiful, pure place of connection. And, you know, just because of how everything has come out, I do feel there comes a point where you and this person don't even need to verbally communicate. You will always know what's going on in them. They will always know what's going on in you. And you two are truly each other's greatest medicine. Okay, and that stems from like what you shared last life journey with each other. So let's pull some more tarot. Ace of Gems. See, you guys are going to overcome the devil energy. And this is like about that transformation. Look, reward. When you guys overcome that, this is what your relationship is. A solid gem. Like nothing can get in between it. And You are filled with gratitude, both of you. Like, you both really are going to appreciate this connection. And we have the Queen of Wings, the Analyst. Three of Shells, a celebration. The Chariot. And the Eight of Gems. So the Eight of Pentacles is all about learning, building, and growing, right? And you guys definitely signed up for a lot of that with each other. But, you know, here in the second row, you guys are going to come into a place of being very solid, deep roots. And with the Queen of Wings, that goes back to the honesty and integrity that you both will come into about this connection, where there's no lies, there's going to be no deception. It's just going to be purity, light, and truth. And with the Three of Shells, you know, there is going to be a lot of happiness and good times throughout this connection. Even when we are going through some of these heavier lessons, like, there's still going to be a lot of happiness between the two of you. You're going to have a lot of good times. You might do a lot of traveling with each other, seeing the world with each other. And again, like, any sort of separation that you and this person experience, you both are going to grow and expand quite a bit through that separation. And when you come back together, and you always will, whether friend, family member, or twin flame, when you come back together, it will be a different experience than before. And you guys will always grow a little bit better, a little bit wiser, a little bit stronger. And then finally you get to this point where you're just at this space, and that's where you're at for the rest of your days. And I feel like you get to that very pure space because both of you have a lot of spiritual work or awakening that you're doing personally in this lifetime. So both of you could, you know, have a spiritual gift, or really care about humanity, care about animals. It's just like, once we come into this place of like vibrational perfection with each other, you take that energy and dispense it out into the world together in some very powerful, healing, and uplifting way. Because with the medicine man, medicine woman, you guys are healers. And being a healer plays out in many different ways, right? But you guys are both healers to others, and you come into this like perfection, and then you give that to the rest of the world. And that feels like that's where your focus is through the rest of your days, is acts to help and uplift, expand, awaken, or heal humanity, or animals, or Mother Earth Gaia. So this is a relationship that has more of a rocky start, deep connection and knowing, but a rocky start, and through the ups and downs, big time transformation, spiritual awakening and activation and growth. And then you guys just come into this frequency of this beautiful like perfection, this synastry, and it's like there's no more fighting. You just get each other, you just have this respect for each other, and then you take that energy and you give it out to others. It's very beautiful. Like, I think you guys could write a story about the journey that you have together this lifetime. All right, let's pull you another message. All right, that is your artwork. And this card came out for the first contract as well. So it says, every challenge provides an opportunity to discover a deeper meaning to life. Each challenge can be a gateway to something greater. Use your intuition and creative powers. Many solutions exist. Move beyond fear, and you'll discover that there are no limits apart from the limits that we have placed on ourselves. So this is such a perfect message for everything that has come through in this reading. Like, through the challenges and the activation that you experience with the soulmate, the way that you wrote it in your soul contract is ultimately to push you both beyond any limits that you have set upon yourselves. Like, this is probably going to be one of the most, if not the most important relationship, this life journey, just the depth of this soul contract and what you bring to each other and the way you activate and stimulate the other, and then as you evolve what you become and then give that to everybody around you. It's deep, it's beautiful, and it is spiritual. Let's pull one final message. Peace. And this is the crown chakra. In stillness, the answer will be revealed. And this is like a sign that no matter the rocky waters that you guys initially face, this is what you will come into, a true connection at the crown chakra, where it's based on nothing but truth, honesty, unconditional love, all the good frequencies of energy that you can imagine. Like, this is where you guys are headed. So it's a journey to get there. And when you get there, I just think people are going to be envious, and you're going to be like, oh no, we worked for this, we earned this, we made this happen. And you are such a great inspiration to others to overcome and push through their challenges and, you know, different things that relationships go through. So those are your messages and your soul contract. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care.